football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
6th play of the drive coming up. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Catch made on the sidelines, good enough for a first down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. First down here for this offense. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense in hurry-up mode. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. But they'll try to add to the lead down with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Ball handed to the running back. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down. We're going to throw it. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
A quick throw out left, complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed. But nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to that whistle.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. One of those critical third down plays coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking to chuck it again. Escapes the sack. Looking right. This one caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The Raging Cajuns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. The Raging Cajuns line up on 1st and 10 now.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Another pass attempt from deep in their own end. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receiver in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And there's the handoff. Powers through the tackle. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Got a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes a quick catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Receiver makes the grab, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana. Set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Finding some room at the 25. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it out of the 25. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the defense look slow that time. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. They'll make the first down in that scramble. That's a tough one for this defense to give up.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
First down and 10. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. He slings this one deep down the left side. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The Raging Cajuns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught on the outside. It's Soto. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, 1, 2, 3 is bad enough, but 4 interceptions in one game, they have no chance of winning this game if they continue to throw the ball into coverage.
The Texas State offense back on the field now. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble now. breaks clear, end zone ahead. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback's got it on the option. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for his big tight end. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. Incompletion makes it second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Ball handed off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's caught. It's Soto. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And the comeback is on. Now the important point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. comes the Texas State offense back out there. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Looking to make a play deep downfield. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. On 1st down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today. And I don't know if he's done yet.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't quite able to keep him out of the end zone for the touchdown, but how about the job of just having a short memory? Just put that out of your mind, rally to this football, and keep things short in a 2-point conversion.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Tight end makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Raging Cajuns looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the 1st down.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third down, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The Raging Cajuns will line up here on first down and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Touchdown, Louisiana. This game is far from over. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Empty set now. 5 wide. Second down. We're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. Here we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. That's a gutsy call by this coach at this stage of the game in this field position. But it works.
Yeah, they've rolled the dice here early in the game, and it works out because if they don't convert there, boy, the opposing offense starts in great field position.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Monster stage, another touchdown. This quarterback and receiver having a game we're never going to forget.
Well, and the defense right now has got to be pulling their hair out, trying to come up with ways to slow him down, whether they play zone or they play man. Nothing is working, and give credit to this quarterback. He just keeps dialing up his guy and keeps coming up with touchdowns.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Touchdown, Texas State. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. The Raging Cajuns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. And the quarterback dropping back, testing the defense with a throw downfield. Incomplete, a huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. They'll run it to the right side. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They're going to run it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Here's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll run the option. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
And the wideout goes in motion. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The distance will be from 38 yards out. Kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. He's going for a big play downfield. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He just got hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. It surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
Field goal try, no good. That miss leaves it a 22-point margin.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Oh, the football comes out. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up a 1st down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. First and 10 now for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The Raging Cajuns pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Looking for his back. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He's running out of time here. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal offensive possession.
And I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back.
The catch is made inside the 10. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Good enough for first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, but they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, I can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official. Your kings of college football and national champions, the Texas State Bobcats.